Introducing Laura Wargo!
And I'm Comedy Barbie. Listen, in a show full of Kens, we just have to bring Barbie Land back. But I have a lot of regrets. Like, I did a lot of traveling over the summer, okay? And, you know, I wish I would have known that I should have forked out the extra money on my Spirit Airlines flight. Because then maybe I'd get, you know, an aisle seat or a window seat and not be stuck in the middle seat while some freakish old woman takes off her sandals. No socks, just dogs out, you know, just on a 4-hour flight at 7 a.m. But anyway, that flight was to Vegas, and let me tell you, there is a lot you should know about Vegas before you go. I was getting the lecture like, Laura, you are a single woman alone going by yourself to Vegas. And I was like, don't worry, Mom, I know. I was like, I'm not going downtown, and I'm for sure not going that night. And I stuck to those rules. I was doing really good until it was about daylight. You know, I'm on the strip. I'm like, okay, this is safe. You know, it's a touristy area. Should be good. And then I have some woman walk up to me and she goes, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, surely she isn't talking to me, because who would want to approach me if my quirky standoffish behavior, and I'm not like other girls. Leave me alone. Until she says, hey, you with the glasses. And I was like, damn it. She is talking to me. So I'm just like, I'm good. And she's just like, I just wanted to see if you were okay. And that's when I learned that even on the strip, as soon as you get onto the, like, aura of downtown, the freaks are out. Doesn't matter if it's day or night, the freaks are out. But, you know, I wish I didn't have to live with regret. Like, my former stepfather, for example. Like, he doesn't know consequences. Like, this man lost his job because he refused to go to rehab. It's getting dark, people. Don't be afraid. It's okay, my mom left him, so now I can joke about him. And then, so he loses his job, right, for refusing to go to rehab, and you would think at that point, oh no, they're threatening me, I should probably go to rehab, because the man collects addictions like they're infinity stones. So when he did go to rehab, I asked my mom, I was like, what for? And she's like, I don't know. Like, the man is a walking 5-in-1 deal. Like, I don't know if he went for the gambling or the alcoholism, or if he just wanted to get everything done at once. The new infinity stone that he picked up this year, actually, earlier this year, let me give some context. So, me and my dad were at the park fishing, you know, it's a good time. My mom says that her and my former stepfather and my little sister are at another park nearby, and I'm like, come on over, you know, why not? So this man shows up. Now, he used to be a big, burly guy, you know, like, no wonder my whole family was afraid with him when we still live with him. But so, and then he comes in gaunt, like 100 pounds lost. I was like, oh, okay. Then all of a sudden he disappears for a long period of time. And whenever I ask my mom about it later, she goes, oh yeah, he said that he was looking at deer in the woods. And I was like, I didn't know looking for deer in the woods was a euphemism for crack cocaine. Yes, I'm not joking, he does smoke crack. Which I think is the main reason why he lost his job, but you know, who's to say? But, you know, like I said, he doesn't deal with consequences. Like, this man went to rehab, got out of rehab, then had a free apartment waiting for him with 4 months rent already paid, and he just, what does he do? Goes back to crack. And you know what? I would too. I get 4 months rent for free. My childcare is non-existent. I think my old work pays that. So I guess the child support is somewhat coming in. I don't have my wife here anymore, and not my daughter. It's just it's free range, and you know what? It's nice without consequences. And it's like superpower, in my opinion. It's like, why can't I just be an asshole sometimes? You know, sometimes I want to be an asshole. You know, instead a friend says, hey Laura, do you want to help me give fish drugs? And I'm like, sure. Surely this will only take a week. No, I show up and she goes, oh yeah, this is all semester, by the way. And I was like, I can't do it. But what do? I just keep going, and every day I'm like, I hate these fish. These fish suck, can't wait for these fish to die. And then she's like, oh yeah, I'll take you out to dinner afterwards. I'm still waiting. Conscience is hell. Having a conscience is hell. And you know what, speaking of hell, if hell does exist, it truly exists here on earth. Because Satan could not come up with some of the stuff that human beings come up with. Some evil genius had to think of tipping your Barnes & Noble cashier. You've never heard of this. Maybe not Barnes & Noble, but surely you've heard of this random, they shove the iPad in your face. You'll be at a store, maybe a coffee shop, and they're like, tip? Tip? Tip, please? It's like, no, that's not my problem. Why doesn't your employer just pay you a livable wage in the year of our Lord 2023? Why? And then it doesn't just happen while you're out and about shopping or whatever. It happens in your dreams too. The other night I sat down. You already know where I'm at, aren't you? So I'm having a dream the other night. I'm like, oh cool, I'm dreaming. You know, this is nice. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, guess what? You're dating someone you hate. I was like, what's this about? And let me tell you, it's torture because not only is it continuous, it's long, it's vivid, it's detailed, and you're just like, please God, make it stop. And then you wake up in the middle of the night and it's like, nope, you two are still dating in this long, vivid, continuous dream. It's like, why couldn't I have a dream about the sugar mommy I almost had over the summer? Is crying in front of a lot of people in this exact auditorium. For some reason, the school thought it'd be, or not the school, my bad, sorry, Gabby. Someone on this campus decided it'd be a great idea to bring in another controversial speaker. And as she was talking, I was like, oh yeah, can't wait for this Q&A session. she's about to get Wargoed. I'm about to own her. Like, she's gonna be on her hands and knees. She is gonna, like, she's... Hey. Not like that, fellas, not like that. I know I kind of pulled you with the sugar mommy comments later, but this is not what that's about. I was gonna have her stop doing this forever. I was gonna make her regret every life choice she has ever made up into this point. And it got to me, and all of a sudden I was just like, I just start sobbing. I'm just like, why do you do this? Why do you use your wicked words? And let me tell you, I'm in an audience with not only fellow students, but like nuns, monks were there. Father Max was there, and all of a sudden I start crying. I'm like, oh my God, you're so evil. But you know what? After I was done, the woman was too stunned to speak. So in a way, I accomplished it. But at the time, I was too emotionally a wreck. I had nuns coming up to me like, girl, you are so beautiful. You should be proud of who you are. And I was like, get the hell away from me. I am crying in a room full of people. Have you ever cried in class before? You've cried in class before? Yeah. It's awful, isn't it? Just 20 eyes just staring at you. And it's so awkward, and they're just like, oh my God. Are you okay? I like this group. I like the energy. All right. But, like I said, I have a lot of regrets. Thank you. You guys have been great. Have a good night.